Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this video. Well, it looks like people will be getting their food stamps starting November 1st because judges ruled for the SNAP benefits to continue. Listen to this news clip.
So basically what the judge is saying here is that USDA does have the authority to issue these SNAP benefits during the shutdown. The federal government had been arguing yesterday in court that they are not only prohibited from issuing these benefits, but that it would be logistically catastrophic to figure out how to even do this in a reduced way. So she's saying, you have this authority and you have to issue these benefits. Now, what she's not fully ordering, she's just stopping short of that. She's giving them until Monday to come back to her and say how they're going to do it. Because even if they use these contingency funds, which were set aside by Congress for this purpose, it won't cover the full month of November for everybody. So she's telling them on Monday, I want you to get back to me with whether or not you're just going to use these contingency funds and issue reduced benefits for the month of November, or whether you're going to use these contingency funds plus some additional funds so that people can get their full benefits. Either way, though, even with this order right now, or this ruling that she gave us, these people will not be getting their benefits on Monday, on November 1st. There will very likely still be a lapse while they figure out exactly how this will all play out.
Okay, so you just watched that news clip. So, two federal judges on Friday ruled that President Donald Trump's administration must continue to fund the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program during the government shutdown using the contingency funds, basically emergency funds. So the ruling came just one day before the government was set to free the federal food assistance, claiming the well has run out dry. So they were about to lapse it. So the USDA announced that it would not use the contingency funds to spark panic in more than 42 Americans who rely on SNAP. So so people were left to scramble, right? So people were left to scramble, right? So now judges ruled that they have to pay out. So federal judges have been clear: release the contingency funds now. Do not allow 42 Americans to go hungry while billionaires get tax breaks. Okay, so they are going to be releasing it. Some partial, some full. But some may be late, some may be on time. We don't know. The funds are coming from the Agricultural Contingency Fund, but they don't know if the Agriculture's Fund will have enough money to cover the total cost of all 42 Americans. So it's just saying that people are going to get them, but don't know when or have. So, yeah, people are getting their food. Good luck, you guys, and happy for you guys. So they are saying that the emergency fund that agriculture has is only 5.3 billion remaining in it, while benefits total 8.2 billion for a month, solely a month. So basically, the USDA has access to nearly 17 billion in tariff revenue, but a Justice Department attorney told the judge Friday that using the fund for SNAP would hurt the child nutrition program that the money supports. So if they recode the system for EBT, it would issue smaller amounts and could result in payment errors for millions. Yeah, just be happy that y'all getting y'all benefits, even if it's in small portions or the full amount. At least y'all are eating. But listen to the rest of these TikToks and what they have to say. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Have a great day, YouTube.
A major update on the food stamp program today. Two federal judges within an hour of each other have ruled against the Trump administration, ordering them to tap into emergency funds to fund at least part of the November food stamps for 42 million Americans. Massachusetts U.S. District Court Judge Indira Telwani said the Trump administration has until Monday to come up with a plan as to how they're going to at least partially fund the food stamp program. 24 Democratic-led states sued the U.S. Department of Agriculture over the Trump administration's decision to suspend the SNAP program. Now, Judge Talwani said that the USDA must use emergency funds to keep SNAP going. She also said that other money is legally available, and it's really up to the Trump administration as to how much benefits they're going to distribute to SNAP recipients. Now, there's also a second federal judge who ruled against the Trump administration. U.S. District Court Judge John McConnell of Rhode Island ordered the administration to distribute the contingency funds as soon as possible for November 1st payments. Republican and Democratic members of Congress have been urging the administration to utilize some of the $5 billion worth of money that are in the emergency fund, but they've been refusing to do so. The USDA was originally going to tap into those funds for the food stamp program, but then about a week ago, they reversed their decision and decided against it. Now, there have been two federal judges who have ordered the Trump administration to use these funds. However, we've seen the Trump administration not adhere to court orders in district courts, federal district courts, for the past 6 months or so, right? So we're not sure what's going to happen, and we're not really sure if or when SNAP recipients are going to see their SNAP benefits. But I will keep you updated on all of these things. Now, I've shared a previous video. As it stands right now, almost every state in this country is doing something, whether they're allocating funds to increase the food availability at local food banks, or some states are using their own funds to put a percentage of SNAP recipients' monthly benefits on their cards. Some states like Rhode Island are doing 25%. Other states like Virginia, they're coming up with an entirely new program, and they're going to fund SNAP recipients in their states. For the most part, individual states are doing something to help. If you can't figure out what's going on in your state and what kind of help is there available for you, send me a message and I will help you out to the best of my ability. Please like, follow, and share so that I can continue to provide you with content, and I appreciate you being here.
It looks like we get food stamps, people. It looks like the food stamps are back on. So a judge had blocked, his motion to stop the food stamps benefits and stuff like that right there. So yeah, they said that he must use emergency funds to fund the SNAP benefit program. So looks like hopefully, I don't think the decision is final, but being that it was blocked, so hopefully that means that, the people and the families are going to get their food stamps. Because I ain't even going to lie, I was worried for some people. Some people didn't know how they was going to eat for the holidays. Some people really depend on those food stamps, despite what people think, despite what people getting on here, getting mad at people, talking about, oh, you shouldn't have all them kids and all this extra stuff. Look, listen, that don't have nothing to do with the price of tea in China, okay? I'm just glad that it's happening because y'all know, I think a couple days ago they said that a couple of states was actually suing Trump for this right here. So hopefully they do have the food stamps back on for November just in time. They didn't say if it was going to be fully funded or whatever. So does that mean people going to get partial payments? I don't know. Or some people going to get their payments and some people are not. I don't know. I feel like this is good news.
Word on the street, friends. Word on the street is that our food stamps are coming back, okay? Word on the street that y'all president got ordered to refund our food stamps today. They have to use the contingency fund to fund our food stamps because clearly it's a bigger problem than he bargained for, okay? You cannot take resources from millions of people and don't expect it to be a problem, okay? Granted, everybody not able to go do DoorDash or have these other avenues and have little side hustles and stuff, so it definitely helps. But for the ones that do, if you do have these other sources of income and you have a way to get to them, like DoorDash, like Instacart, like Amazon Flex and all those things, do it. Do it. Nobody taking $200-$300 out our pockets should never affect us the way it did. Unless you a single mom or you really out here with a gang of kids or you sickly, you can't make it happen. We definitely should have like bossed up, because we not no weak souls. We not weak as fuck how they trying to make us look, and we're not just like, oh my God. But at the same time, it is a lot of people that truly depend on their food stamps. And if you're one of those people, I'm just letting you know that the wait is over. You guys will have your food stamps back. I'm gonna have my food stamps back, and we're gonna have a blessed Thanksgiving. But again, I want everybody to, for the future, just know that this system is not set up to please us. Yes, we got blessed with a few things over the past years, but this system is not built for us. So we always have to keep different avenues under our belt. You know, your girl bake, I do makeup, bitch be on DoorDash, bitch I do everything, I hustle, I got it going, okay? You gotta have the multiple sources of income. That's all I'm saying. But for the future, I don't know if it's this month. I'm pretty sure it'll be back by the 1st, because this news just got dropped today. But make sure y'all keep your eyes to the streets, okay? I know it's Halloween, but keep your eyes to them streets, because us playing blind and us playing stupid and us playing like we don't give a fuck got us in the situation we in right now, okay? So I just want to come let y'all know that I love y'all. Have a good Halloween. Have a safe Halloween. Turn up for me. I'm not celebrating Halloween this year, but yeah, y'all know what's going down. Love y'all. Bye.
Woo! Okay, y'all. So, update on the SNAP benefits, all right? So, 2 federal judges have now blocked Donald Trump from... So, for those of y'all who were speculating about him waiting to the last minute, 2 federal judges, they blocked Donald Trump from being able to stop the SNAP benefits from depositing tomorrow. What does that mean? That means that we get our stamps, y'all. The stamps is coming through. You understand me? The stamps is coming through. 2 federal judges, they blocked him from being able to ensure that 40-something million Americans cannot get those SNAP benefits. They blocked them. In addition to that, the Republican Party has been siding more with in Senate. They've been siding more with the Democrats rather than him. He's been having a lot of issues with his own party turning on him when it comes to certain issues that have been arising and certain bills that need to be passed. So in a lot of cases over the past 24 to 48 hours, we have seen twice where they have switched sides and gone towards the Democrats rather than the Republicans. Now, y'all remember, the food scarcity and everything that's going on with the SNAP benefits was always intended to be used as a token, if you will, to try and pressure the Democrats into folding. But it ended up backfiring on Donald Trump and MAGA in the Republican Party, because the Democrats held out. The Democrats held out and said, no. So it looks like it is backfiring on the entire Republican Party. I'm not sure what else is going to be overturned, but I know for certain that if you are among the Americans that are expecting some SNAP benefits on the 1st, they had this plan for a minute, because there was a few states that reached out to me and sent me screenshots of their expected payments. Okay. Arizona has just now joined in 2 days ago. So if you live in the state of Arizona, expect yours to be on time, but a little bit later in the day, possibly even 24 hours later than it normally would come, only because obviously they were among the later to join in on the lawsuit. It was more than 40 states that all signed up to sue Donald Trump and the entire Trump administration. Folks, this is the kind of unity we have been begging for, that we have been asking them to do, that we expected them to have from the jump, and we're finally getting it. So I wanted to let y'all know, expect them stamps, bitch. They coming in.
Woo, girl, I hope I'm not too late. Don't let that man come over your house with them $40. Huh? Girl, don't let that man come over there tonight at 9 o'clock after them kids go to bed for $40. Okay? Listen, some judges just ruled and said that contingencies will be used for the SNAP benefits, okay? That means y'all gonna get y'all shit tomorrow, okay? At 12 o'clock tonight, you could be in Walmart with that moo you was about to lift up tonight, And that goddamn shower cap, girl, don't give them now. Don't let that baby daddy that ain't shit in tonight. Tell that nigga kick rocks till goddamn December. Sidebar, to the ones that let the damn man in during school hours today, when your kids wasn't there, I'm sorry, you've been bamboozled. The news came out late, girl. It's alright, you probably needed to get off one your damn self. You were stressed. I digress. Judges just ruled that they're going to use contingency aids to basically help with the SNAP benefits until they get everything filled out with the government. Now, we all knew that Trump and everybody in the goddamn, both parties, honestly, was using SNAP benefits and people feeding their kids as a way to kind of get people to push forward the agendas to try to make them side with one another in the votes and all of that. We're not getting into all of that, okay? Listen. From what we heard, SNAP benefits will be applied to that card. I hope you ain't ripping into a million pieces because you was mad, girl. Because you better go get you some electrical tape and pray to God you can match the numbers to where they was at. I hope you got a picture of it. SNAP benefits will be applied tomorrow. Thank God. I'm glad that y'all can feed y'all babies. I'm just here to update y'all with the news. I'm just the messenger.
Did you guys just hear the big news about the SNAP program here in America? Yep. Trump administration just got ruled by 2 federal judges saying that it has to be funded by the contingency funds now. And that's just what it is. And because of checks and balances and them being federal judges, it is legal. And they can say that. They are there in place to make sure other people do their job too. So I'm sure they're going to, try to appeal the decision or whatever. But as of this point, it is what it is. And it's saying it's going to take like 1 to 2 weeks for it to get approved on. To be able to make it to people's cards to get loaded and stuff. There's also like $23 billion in a separate fund that can be used as well. Yes, I said a billion, y'all. They're saying that it won't fund the SNAP for very long, so there needs to be something done permanently to make sure that the government is funding this program and other things as well. McConnell even came up and said all of the previous things that were going on with the waivers for work requirements should remain in place. So nothing's being changed. Everything's going to be the same, but there it is, y'all. There it is. What are your thoughts on this?
Stop scrolling, y'all. Listen, y'all got some new information about the food stamps, which states will be getting them. All right? Now, Virginia government said that the state would draw on surplus funds to provide food and benefits, spite of the federal pause. Okay, so Virginia, it looked like some of y'all gonna be receiving your food stamps. Okay, now the other state is Louisiana. Louisiana authorized some state funds to backfill SNAP benefits for a limited period until November the 4th, ahead of the federal stop. Y'all hear that, right? So that's Virginia and Louisiana. Okay, New York and Oregon declared emergencies to allocate state money to food banks, not to full SNAP benefits as a stopgap. Okay? So New York, it looks like y'all gonna be getting some benefits too, all right? And then you have New Mexico. That New Mexico committed $30 million in emergency supports covering a portion of benefits. So it looks like Virginia, Louisiana, New York, Oregon, and Mexico, you either gonna get full benefits, emergency benefits, or partial benefits. But guess what? It's better than nothing. Don't say I don't be bringing y'all the juice, because I definitely be having the tea. Clock it.
Hey Saints and Ain'ts, okay, breaking news. It looks like a little over an hour ago, 2 federal judges ruled almost simultaneously that the Trump administration must continue to fund SNAP using the contingency if necessary. Now we know with all of the talk this week that the Department of Agriculture, the USDA, was getting ready to freeze funds for the nation's food program, the SNAP program. And it looks like the court is saying no, that cannot be done. Now, this news is just now hitting a lot of major news platforms, so I'm pretty sure that there will be some updates going into the evening. Today is October 31st, so I'm hoping that the upholding of this decision actually pushes through, because I don't care what your political thought is, nobody should be going hungry. So this movement to spare the food program is just for the SNAP program alone right now. Other programs that were going to be affected and funds were going to be frozen as of tomorrow, November 1st, were programs like the Section 8 program that helps pay rent for a lot of low-income based people. Haven't heard anything on that yet, but I'm praying that something comes through. Because if that program isn't addressed as well, that is going to throw our nation into a very unique housing market crash. We don't need American housing problems going into the winter time. I'll keep you updated.